Welcome, welcome, welcome. Remix. Pokemon Urban 2. Wow. Ban this command. Ban him. Nah, what's going on, dude? Hope you're doing well. Where is me flare? No, I will not optimize with AI. Oh, remix? Ah, screw it. No sound detected. What are you talking about, TikTok? Oh, there we go. Summer. Alright guys, I just thought I had a bit of time tonight, so I want to do a bit of grinding so that when I was spending all of tomorrow grinding, and we'll get our team up enough to take on the Elite Four tomorrow and finish this game. Now, I thought I had a flare here. Does anyone know? Ah, you guys won't know. Is this the button I'm looking for? Well, I mean, I thought I had a flare, but I guess I don't. Thank you for those likes on TikTok, huh? Alright, screw it. I can't find what I'm looking for. Hello, how can I help you? I want to buy. I've got 15 of those, a bunch of those. I'm fine. Alright, so I reckon we get everybody up to at least level 60. And if we have time, maybe take on a member of the E4. If not, eh. And down we go. Back into the cave. Because I know that there is a lot of this area we have not explored. Like, all of down here. Wait, what does a dragon fang do? Does exactly what it sounds like it would do. Ooh, a Druddigon. Blizzard. Well, that Druddigon went down faster than I thought it would. Druddigon has such an interesting design. Like, why is it so bumpy? And yeah, I get Magma has a bum for a head, but alright, can I hit him with Blizzard? Yo, how do you make this make your screen look this cool? With the help of my man over on T-Witch, Stagtight. He made all the parts, I just assembled it for the vertical array. and he built the one that I use on Twitch. So if you want to see an even better layout, go check me out there. I'm currently live there too. Ooh, Azuelas. Do I use TikTok Studio or anything else? For TikTok, it's TikTok Studio, but for everything else, I use OBS. If that survived that, I would have been so shocked. I imagine that's post-game there. Wait. I feel like we've just got to catch a Druddigon at this point. Just used our Master Ball on it. If you don't mind me asking, how do you get it to bypass the chat section? Because I can't, it'll turn red. I know the part you're talking about, like, if you're trying to use the actual built-in features of TikTok Studio, so like your alerts, for example, or like a goal, you can't. But everything else I'm using is casted or an image, so you can kind of get around it that way because it's all considered like a background. Makai, thank you, dude. But you've Stagtide over on Twitch just also pointed out you've got to use bonus programs like OBS and Streamlabs. So my overlay is being casted through Stream Elements, for example. So that's how I've got mine set up on TikTok. So even on OBS for Twitch and YouTube, you've got to use some kind of background program. Otherwise, it really doesn't like it. Not gonna lie, I cheated in a La Vesta in the beginning of the game so I could actually use it. Now that's actually W's right there. That's hilarious in every way. Okay, thank you, because I want to have this for Michael. Oh yeah, all good, dude. Yeah, so I definitely recommend building your overlay with Stream Elements. Stagtite, one of my mods, and OG mod over on Twitch, again, helped me build all of my overlays. And we built it in Stream Elements, and then just cast it over with a browser link. Always wanted to use La Vesta and Volcarona. I can't get him normally until... Yeah, I did hear you can't get him until endgame in this, which is whack. Because I swear in the first Black and White you could catch him pretty early in game. I know. He's cool, so he's my favorite bug type in the War Goes Crazy. That's fair, dude. Makai. That's fair, dude. I'm personally not a big fan of Volcarona or La Vesta. Nothing against them, there's not many bug types I actually like. I think Cleavor is probably my favorite. I don't think I've ever really used La Vesta or Volcarona. But I do have to admit they did him dirty with Iron Moth in Scarlet and Violet. I loved those games, but the... But the thing I don't like with the Paradox Pokemon is the ancient versions are cool. I don't like how they've made them all robots. And most of them aren't Steel type either. May I ask you more about it in a DM for additional help or stream at labs whenever you're finished? I mean, yeah, I guess, dude. I don't know how much help I'll be, but I can certainly try. That's valid. I think him replacing the sun is just sick as fuck. It is a pretty cool lore. That I'll give it. Ooh, a fracture. I feel like we need to do a big overhaul of our moves. Whatever they want help with, there's probably lots of good tutorials online that are going to be helpful. Yeah, Chaotic Gang, Kang, if you probably want some probably better help than I can give, you some good points have just been made over on Twitch. Lots on probably YouTube for setup guides, Reddit threads. You could probably find some free templates too. So like, I'm more than happy to help where I can, but you might have some better luck looking in those places. And if you want to get a feel for like how mine is set up, you can jump over on Twitch and have a look at how mine's set up there. Same username, so very easy to find. But if you want to check out other ways you could set it up, because I know TikTok also has a horizontal view available too, so if you want to do multiple. Especially if you're looking at multi-streaming, you want to have probably multiple layouts. Me finding out Haxorus wasn't a pseudo for the first time was heartbreaking. Dude, it's still heartbreaking. I think Haxorus is such a cooler looking Pokemon in my opinion than Hydreigon. I do like. Alrighty, and how you spell their name, you said something with T. In my chat, my mod, his name is Stagtide, he's helped me build mine. I've been relaying everything he's responding to in this chat. He's not a streamer, he's just really good with things. 100% I think he should have been a pseudo of Unova. He didn't get a Mega either. I mean, I'm kind of glad they didn't give one a Hydreigon. What are they going to do? Add more Heg? Oh, I forgot I was battling a trainer. Rip. Who was the pseudo of Unova? Hydreigon. Which is still really whack to me. Like, it's a cool Pokemon, don't get me wrong. I think Haxorus is better. And yes, I know Haxorus didn't get a Mega. But could you imagine if they gave it to Haxorus? Hydreigon instead. Because I was thinking about this earlier today. 5 out of the 10 pseudo legendaries have Mega forms. And the 2 other dragons that could pass as pseudo legendaries are Flygon, and he doesn't have a Mega, and Haxorus, and he doesn't have a Mega. But Hydreigon is, yes, Stagtide. Hydreigon is the pseudo legendary of Unova, and it's kind of annoying because I don't think anybody uses one. What trainer uses one? Is it Drayden, the gym leader? I think he used one, but even then though, it's still like, what? Because like, Hydreigon, not only, like it is a cool Pokemon, don't get me wrong, I like that it's got 3 heads, it actually lives up to the name of being a Hydra. What I don't like is that it doesn't evolve until 64. It is the highest level of all Pokemon to evolve, which means that by the time you get it, you're about to fight the champion, or you've already beaten it and you're post-game. 64 is crazy. Exactly. It's just such a bullshit level to evolve something. Especially something that powerful, because... Oh right, yeah, that Pokemon is awesome. I was thinking Druddigon. No, not Druddigon. Druddigon looks weird. I have mixed feelings about Druddigon. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about Druddigon. It's a whatever Pokemon. It's a weird design. He looks like pizza flavored shapes. Exactly, that's what it is. He looks like a cracker. Man, Shiny Haxorus has too much aura. I'm not gonna lie, I dislike most of the shinies. There are only a handful I like. Pizza, whatever the... Oh, you're thinking of the nacho cheese ones stacked up. Shiny Haxorus does look cool though. But I'm gonna say it. Mega Charizard Y better than Mega Charizard F. It's not even shiny or anything. I just think Mega Charizard Y just looks so much better. It looks cleaner. I just think it looks... I also like that they've made it a Wyvern. Been a Charizard Y fan since day one. I had Pokemon Y, so that's what I had. I had Mega Charizard Y, and I've never liked Mega Charizard X. Same with Mewtwo X, don't like it. Mewtwo Y, that looks really cool. Even with the new Mega Raichus, Mega Raichu Y looks so much nicer to me. Does it look like it should be a Pikachu? Yes. But, Alright, so we got absolutely floored in that battle. Hey yo, the Fatal Snake on T-Witch, thank you so much for the follow, by the way, dude. I completely missed that before. Are my alerts working? Makai, thank you so much for the tiny Diny. So chat, just give me 1 second. I'm just making sure my alerts are working. Because I had an alert. Audio is low-key breaking. No, it's not low-key breaking. It's just the remix. Carbears, my dude. What's going on, mate? Thank you so much for the harmony and go popular. Thank you for all the gifts, Carbears. I'm not going to list them all off. Screw it, you know what? We've got a You're Awesome, a Rose, an Ice Cream Cone, a GG, I love you so much, TikTok, Ice Cube, Heart Puff. At work, but had to show the sport. I love the hustle, dude. Thank you so much. And Makai, thank you so much for the TikTok, and Heart Me, and Rose. Guys, thank you so much for all the gifts. Guys, can we get W's in chats? For Makai and Carbez? And Carbez, thank you so much for sharing the stream, dude. Sorry, I know your name is different on TikTok. I also just know it from T-Witch. How long have you been on this playthrough? This is week 8, and that's only because I typically only stream once a week, but my scheduled stream is tomorrow. I wanted to just do a little bit of grinding because I don't want to spend all night tomorrow grinding just to have to carry this on further. I want to get through this. I'm keen to play the next game. My name's Chris. Oh, dude, yeah, I did know that. I just, especially from Rennie's streams, because I know he calls you by your first name. I just always associate it with your T-Witch username. What game am I playing next? I'm tossing up between Pokemon Blue Mystery Dungeon or doing Pokemon Colosseum. Both games I've never played. How did I do the trade evolution? I hacked the ROM and removed trades. Well, I'll try to pop in a bit. All good, dude. I appreciate you popping in anyway. You have a great day at work. Real iOS hack trade evos and such. I wanted to try and keep the game as vanilla as possible because I've not played this one. I played the original white, but never black and white 2. And I had a magma and it felt wrong keeping it as a magma. Pick the best starter. When I originally played white, back 15 odd years ago, I picked Snivy because I always picked grass starters. And then after that I was like, this is such a bad Pokemon. I hate this. Anyway, I decided this time I'd pick Oshawott. And I'm so glad I did. Samurott is the clear best mon out of those starters. Contrary is good for Superior. I don't... Look, it's not the worst starter. Emboar is definitely worse. I can't stand Emboar. Tepig is cute, but it's dinner. And Makai, thank you so much for the follow, by the way, dude. Why am I not getting my notifications? Even on TikTok. That's so weird. I'll have to play around with that for tomorrow, but oh well. We're here now. I'm at least seeing it. I haven't seen any. Is your Streamlabs running? I've got Stream Elements running, and that's what I wanted to double check. Gotta go. Lockie, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. And all good, dude. You have a good day, night, whatever time it is for you. I just tested it. My alerts for T-Witch and YouTube are working, but they're not. I'll have to play around with it for tomorrow. And even on TikTok, I'm not getting any alerts, which is really weird because I normally at least hear it. It's 3 AM for you right now. Oof. Is that MST? PST. Yeah, no, it's on in South. Oh, dude, it's alright. Oh, yeah, I'm in Australia too. Alaska time. Okay. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I'm hitting the US at least. It is 9 o'clock for me at night. See, well, good night. Alright, you have a good night, Lockie. Okay, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, dude. Time zones are fun things. But you know what? I'm glad you could catch this stream regardless. I will be live again starting at this time tomorrow. Tonight I'm doing it a little bit earlier just because I'm not doing a super long one tonight. Just wanted to do a little bit of grinding so that we can hit the Pokemon League hard tomorrow because we have flunked this game with severely underleveled. Divindi Deck. Forgive me if I said that wrong. Thank you so much for the follow. Sam Hernandez, your team is solid. Thanks, dude. I really like this team. We've had some really good battles with them. I think we've only blacked out twice. And that was against Gym Leader before I evolved Sandslash, and that's because I forgot about Emolga. And what was the other one? I forget who else we lost against. But anyway, we made it through. Sandslash is honestly underrated, and I love that little shrew. Oh, dude, he has carried this team. My little butterscotch. That's his name. So is this like Kaizo? No, YD, this is just a vanilla run of Pokemon Black 2. First time playing it through at the Pokemon League, just training up now, so before we fight them. Yes, with my job I work 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, so I'll be finding different times. That's hella. Oh yeah, dude. I'm very active in a couple of streaming communities that are all based in the US, and I've met so many interesting people from different time zones. It's really cool. But like, even though the streamers are based in the US, their communities are worldwide. Like, I speak to people in the UK, people in South America. They need to bring back the Pokeworld tournament in the newer games. That's that feature in this game, isn't it? That Clay makes you battle. Yeah, I'm as north as it gets from you, damn near. Yeah, that adds up. At 3 AM, dude, that... it's the middle of spring for us, and it has been hot as hell. I think it got to 100 degrees Fahrenheit on Monday. Maybe hotter. I'd have to look at the conversion, something like that. Alright, well the good news is my chat on Twitch is at least working. Greetings from Houston, Texas. There you go. Is Houston, Texas Central Standard Time, or is that Mountain Standard Time? I'm still getting used to US time zones. What is grind to E4? Nick Perez, grind to the Elite Four. So I've made it to the Pokemon League. I'm now grinding to be able to go battle them. TikTok only let me put so many characters, and that was the best I could do. Alright, chat, what level should we get to before we actually go in? I'm thinking mid-50s should be enough, right? Times the temp by 2 and add 32 to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. That makes it so much easier for me, Shendel. Thank you so much. That makes it sense why 0 Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Charlie Oceans, just send it now. So just full send it. Mid-50s, so fuck it. Sam Hernandez is 6:10 right now. Oof. Like AM? Wait, I'm new here. What is this team level? Low 50s? With the exception of Zorak being 48. Mid to low 50s with Sandslash being our highest. I mean, I can send it. Does your Magmortar have any fighting moves? I don't think so. Clear Smog, Fire Punch, Flamethrower, and Confuse Ray. But you know what? I do have a bunch of TMs that I haven't used that I've collected throughout this game. I've used like nothing. I think when I made it to the Pokemon League, I had like 250,000. What's the idea with Sandslash? I don't know. What is the idea with Sandslash? Is this a punch? Is there a punchline? Is this a joke? Are you Jerry Seinfeld of Pokemon? What's the deal with airplane food? The idea is he's a cool guy. You could probably solo the Dark type Elite Four if you teach Magmortar a fighting move. Well, the Samurott has Revenge. So there's that. Well, let's have a look. What, Alright, chat. Help me build this team then. No, I just thought you could pick a Betamon. Or them fighting words, Ashton. Chat, what do we think? Could we have picked a Betamon than Sandslash? Nah, this Sandslash dude has gotten us out of almost every battle we could lose. Okay, Stacktide on T-Witch has just made a really good point. It could be Marchamp. Oh, Ashton, you're totally cool, dude. I'm just messing with you. Stunfisk. Oh my god, do we have a Stunfisk lover in chat? Charlie, please tell me Stunfisk is not your favorite Pokemon. If it is, you've just debunked my entire hypothesis. Stunfisk over Sandslash. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. T-Witch, what do we think? Stunfisk over Sandslash. Based take. Alright, Sandslash hate is not tolerated. This is interesting. You know what, Charlie? I applaud you, my man. Based. I'll take that. I'll accept that you said it with confidence. Even if I disagree. Is discharge physical attack? I forget. Oh. Special. Stunfisk is like saying you love celery. I don't know. I don't think saying celery? I think if you said, just add peanut butter. Ooh. Stagtide, is this you having to make a TikTok account to come flame these guys? T-Dog100, thank you so much for the follow. W's in chat. This is funny. I'm so glad I decided to stream tonight. This is great. I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are too. My review of celery is as follows. Celery is a food that cannot be redeemed even by peanut butter. And if peanut butter cannot save it, nothing can. Alright chat, time to lock in. Let's rebuild this team moves. Yes sir, chilling before bed. Nice Mackay. Have you played Pokemon Conquest? No I haven't. And if I think it is, it's the game that's like medieval Pokemon in a region that looks like Arceus. Hey, he's back. Thank you so much, Chris. Pokemon Conquest is so baller. Okay, maybe I'll need to add it to my list of games. Holy shit. Dude, what are you doing? Thank you so much. The 2 Super GGs and the TikTok. No, that's Legends Arceus. No. Legends Arceus is the 400 year in the past open world game based on Ancient Sinnoh. But isn't Pokemon Conquest the one where the region they're in looks like Arceus? Like the game, like the island they're on looks like Arceus? It's a tactics game. It's fire. Oh, okay, cool state. I'll have to check it out. Oh, Mackay, you're all good, dude. To be honest, the amount of side games there is. Conquest is a complete spin-off. Okay, yeah, okay, so it's the game I think it is. Holy shit, Chris, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate all the love. There are so many here. We've got 2 Super GGs, a TikTok, 9 TikToks, sorry, 9 roses, 4 finger hearts, 2 friendship necklaces, perfume, donut, hat and a mustache, back to work I go. The 07's in chat. Conquest is like Fire Emblem but with mons. Yeah, that's what Stacked Out on T-Wish just said too. Conquest is my favourite spin-off, Pokepark and Rangers behind it. Now Rangers, I know is a good game. Mackay, thank you so much for the tiny dinies and finger hearts. Love you guys. Alright, time to lock in chat. Let's rebuild this team. Do we want Thunderbolt? What is Thunderbolt better than? Is it better than Discharge? It is better than... It's better than Discharge. Chat, do I get rid of this? Do I get rid of Discharge? Can they see both screens? Yes, they've got both. Get rid of Discharge for Thunderbolt. Get Thunderbolt. Alright. Consensus is saying yes. Why did I stutter that? Discharge out the door? Bet. Alright, let's see. Whoop. What's next? Are you running aerial nace on that flamboyant Pidgey? I think so. Well look, how about this? How about this? I'll show you guys the attacks. You guys help me rebuild what's there, okay? Alright. So Samurott, we've got Revenge, Blizzard, Surf, and Aqua Tail. Ampharos, Signal Beam, Power Gem, Thunder Wave, and Thunderbolt. Now Signal Beam I know will help us with the Dark Trainer. Flamboyant Pidgey, we've got Aerial Ace, Roost, Detect, and Fly. We could probably remove Detect and Fly, but, sorry, Detect and Roost, but I digress. Zoroark, we've got Foul Play, Night Slash, Scary Face, and Torment. We could probably mix this up a little bit, add maybe a couple more. Have you ever actually used Detect? I don't think I have with this. Oh, maybe once early game. So here's the thing. Foul Play and Night Slash are decent attacks. The problem is that Zoroark is more of a special attacker. So I feel like I need to boost that. I definitely could upgrade Magmortar's moveset. And Sand Slash can't do a whole lot with. Forget Torment. That's what I'm thinking. 3 dark moves and a utility move looks good to me. It's just more the... I've got 2 physical attacks and 1 special on a special attacker. Although its physical is pretty high, its special is higher. That's what I'm thinking. Sandslash is my TM on just, yeah. Dig and Strength. Dig is at least helpful. That difference is really not that important for PvE. Alright, cool. Well, in that case, we'll keep it as is. Skydrop. Hurls a target into the air that drops it on the second turn. Is it worth it for that little power? I don't think so. Shadow Claw? Wait, so what are the Elite Four types here? Alright, so we've got a Ghost Trainer. So maybe a Ghost type attack could help. So we've got Ghost, Fighting, Dark, and Psychic. Wait. That's in black and white. 1. I forget it changes in black and white. 2. Wait, really? No, the Elite Four is the same. The champion's different in black and white too. In this one, it's Iris, who was the last gym leader in white. Alright, so let's teach Shadow Claw to something then. Because that'll... Maybe we... Is it worth teaching this? No, I mean... At that point, I'd rather just keep... Well, Torment would be helpful because it means if they know like Hypnosis and Night Slash, it can't hurt, or like Dream Eater. And Night Slash we get stabbed, so it's more powerful than Shadow Claw would be. Elite Four in the original black and white is so hard, not gonna lie. I remember it being difficult too. I think there are better alternatives for Shadow Claw for Zoroark. I think Night Slash is probably the best one to keep, to be honest. Now, if I stop pushing B... Flash, no. Volt Switch, no. Struggle Bug, no. You know who is good in the Elite Four? An extremely over-leveled Lucario. Now, if only we could have found a Lucario. We don't have much dragon coverage for... Hold on, wait. Guys. We're going up... We're thinking about how do we get through each of the Elite Four members. We're not thinking about how do we beat Iris. I have one move that is super effective against dragon types, and that's Blizzard, and it doesn't have 100% accuracy. Sam Hernandez, you just realized you named your Magmortar Takis. Ice Beam for Samurott. I don't have Samurott, and that's the problem. Klefki could go hard here. Klefki's not in this generation, is it? Klefki's a fairy type. That was Gen 6. So yes, Klefki would go hard here. Bro is cooking. Exactly, Charlie. We're cooking here. But he would go hard. Yes, it would. Now let's see. What can actually learn Dragon Tail? What do you mean the one with the long tail can't learn it? But the one with the short ass tail can? Is Caramello just going to carry our dragon coverage? Is that it? Well shit. Do I get rid of Aqua Tail then? Oh, that's a huge drop. That's not worth it. I think this is the best we've got, chat. That Haxorus with Dragon Disc is going to be quite an obstacle. Yeah, that's what scares me too. But there's one other thing I have in mind. Because I think it'll work better than doing Blastoise. Blastoise. Blizzard. Orange Hazard, thank you so much for following. We love Black and White too. Pyramount, we absolutely do. This has been a fun game so far. Thank you so much for the follow, Paramount. Honestly, bro, just take a crap ton of reviews and you'll be chilling. The Ampharos can learn Blizzard, maybe? I don't think Ampharos can learn Blizzard. I wonder if anything else can. Oh, this is the generation where TMs don't break after being used. Nothing else I have can learn Blizzard. Well guys, look, to be honest, if we crack in and we happen to scrape by and beat Iris tonight, we're going to play something different tomorrow night. If we get into the Elite Four and we don't beat it tonight, we're going to be playing this tomorrow. Oh, that's right, the one place Charlie, thank you so much for joining, mate. Appreciate the follow. I just remembered the place I can get Ice Beam is post-game. That mall place doesn't have better TMs? It does not. Let me just have a look real quick. Tomorrow night is Pokemon Online quizzes. I mean, at this point, if we beat the Elite Four, sure. If we don't beat the Elite Four, we'll do Pokemon quizzes while I get my ass handed to me. Ooh, actually, chat. I can get Ice Beam back in Giant Chasm. In the northeast corner, which requires northeast corner requires strength. Well, I have strength. Oh, chat. They're going to be looking for a guy that knows how to play Pokédoku. I love Pokédoku. It's so fun. Whoa. I modded my 3DS, now I'm playing Omega Ruby. Paramount, that's awesome. I love Omega Ruby, it's so fun. Ampharos is my goat. Bima Singina Sharma. Ampharos is the goat. Is this normal black too? It sure is, with the exception of hacking out trade evos. If you go to the Giant Chasm, that's crazy, I just said that. What part of Oz you from? I'm not gonna, I know it's a big place, but I'd rather not say that, Charlie. I appreciate it. Scott and Caden, thank you both so much for following, I appreciate it. Alright, guys, I need to go into the Giant Chasm. You may now all laugh at that innuendo. I'm so glad that ranger didn't try to fight me just then. You a 98 baby as well? No, I am not a 98 baby. I'm definitely older than that. Do you stream TCG Pocket as well? I don't stream TCG Pocket. I did decide to put up a video of some pulls I got the other day just to see what happened. But I do like TCG Pocket. It's fun. A Sandslash buddy? Love Sandslash in this. Hey, let's see that PO box. I don't have one. Thoughts on Poke MMO? It's so fun. I love it. Sorry for reading all that off very quickly, guys. A bunch of you came through at once, which is fantastic. Love it. Keep it up. I meant the PC. My bad. Ah, right. Okay. All good. There's not good ones. You should stream TCG Pocket as well. It'd be fun to battle with viewers. Maybe one day. Maybe one day when I figure it out. Which Gen 5 do you prefer? 1 or 2? I think this one definitely has better gameplay, but I don't think I could say overall one game is better than the other because I like different things about both. I like that the story of this continues and expands more on the story from Black and White 1. I prefer the originality of Black and White 1 where you couldn't get any older Pokemon, like pre-Gen 5 Pokemon, until post-game. And I thought that was really cool. You should do a Nuzlocke. Particularly not funny. When I first started streaming, I streamed a Nuzlocke. I randomized it to hell and made it so unplayable that you'd be better off watching paint dry. Is that a good way to describe that, Stagtart? 2 is more entertaining and cooler, but nothing beats the first Black and White game. Shiny Hunt. Stagtart, yes, I know you were there for it. That's why I asked your opinion on how I described it. Shiny Hunt? Nah, I don't have any interest in shinies. If I find one, I find one. If I don't, I personally have never been one for shiny hunting. I don't really care. It's like if Groundhog Day was Groundhog Hour. Yeah, it was a rough game to play. The good thing is that it was not recorded. I have there is a clip of it on my... Hey, I found Ice Beam. Oh, cool. Alright. There is a clip of it on TikTok. If you really want to see how painful it was, I edited it to the fact that it's unwatchable. And that's the only recording there is of it. And I'm kind of glad that's the way it is. It was painful to... it was painful to play, and it was even more painful for the people to watch. And by people, I mean the 4 people that were in my Twitch chat at the time. Alright guys, we've got about an hour left before I'm ending stream. Do we just send it? Bro, it's been so long since I've played this. It's such a good game. Ice Beam is going to carry versus Iris. That's kind of why I wanted Ice Beam. Because then at least I knew it would carry. Fight the league before you log off. That's what I want to try and do. Because then tomorrow we can start something different. The painful thing is that if we start something different tomorrow, I now need to redo my layout. I'm playing this game on my iPhone for free. That's awesome, dude. I actually just started replaying Pokémon World DS on my phone the other night. I love that game. I really want to play Time Stranger. It looks really good. Alright, here's the thing. Do I get rid of Slash for Shadow Claw for Sand Slash? Or can Sand Slash not know Shadow Claw? They do the same damage, but at least it gives us extra coverage for the Ghost Trainer. Oop. If Sandslash can't learn Shadow Claw, then I'm knocking down the dev's doors. Jabro Slash is low-key not optimal here. Well, that's what I'm thinking. At least Slash gives us additional coverage. Weak to fighting, can't hit Ghost, that's 2 out of 4 elites. That's exactly where my thoughts are. Charlie, I'm just thinking, it's not the best attack. Nah, I don't know if that's worth it. So you're gonna trying to teach. I don't have any other fighting attacks. And I thought maybe I could teach something to Magmortar, because Magmortar definitely needs something. Can I learn Bulldoze? Is that going to be helpful for us? What have we got? Psychic. Dark and Ghost. Fighting type I'm not too concerned with. Does Magmortar learn Psychic? It does not. Can it learn Psychic? It cannot. Rock Smash, Low Sweep. Brick Break? Where do I get Brick Break from? That's the real question. How do you stream? Is this an emulator? It's a 100% legitimate Nintendo DSi. Nah, yeah, it is an emulator. TM31? X-Scissor. Ooh, I actually think that does more than Brick Break. Yeah, it does. Let's see if it can learn X-Scissor. It can't. Could be the move. TM31. Unlim's TM's Gen 5 is nice. It's one of the changes I think was really good. Battle Subway, Pokemon World Tournament, 12 battle points. How do I see how many battle points do I have? Whack Job Gamer Guy, thank you so much for the follow. Is this the thing? have 1 battle point. Okay, so we're not getting low sweep. Am I going to save after every Elite Four? Yes, absolutely. Because, I don't want to risk... I just kind of want to get through it. Alright, chat. I think this is it. I think the hardest one that's going to be taken out is probably going to be the dark type. Nidrite, you good on healing items. This is going to be rough. I have 15... Alright. Alright, chat. Let's check our bags. Alright, as far as heals goes, we got 15 full restores. 18 revised. A bunch of other shit. Should I top up on other potions and stuff for like smaller heals? There is an ad break on T-Witch at the moment, so I won't start anything until everybody on T-Witch that isn't subbed gets through that ad. Do you reuse revised mid-battles? If I need to, I will. Sam, you might need more restores and revives. So maybe I do... just get full reports instead of... Alright, so what if I do... I think this will be enough here. And then what have we got here? Let's bump this up to... let's bump this up to 30 as well. 30 of each. Just go broke, fuck it. Oh, you know what? I'll also get some full... I've also got full heals in case of status conditions and they don't weaken my... Yeah, I feel like Will-O-Wisp is low-key coming for the Ghost Girly. Oh, 100%. As a Ghost type trainer, you'd be stupid not to use it. Someone asked earlier to see my PC. Here's my PC. We've got nothing good in there. I miss you, Lint. You'll come back. In another game, maybe. Well, I mean, if I could be bothered training up Metang, we could get a Metagross. But that implies I could be bothered. I could have had a Metagross. I don't know why, but I'm low-key a Drifloon hater. I mean, yeah, it steals people, dude. You could have had a Metagross? I really could have. But the problem is that I was already really attached to my team. Stunfisk over Drifloon. I feel like that's some fighting words right there. Takes eternity leveling Metang up. Yeah, that's part of why I didn't want to do it. It, just takes too long. It's what that high XP route, that one of those high XP ones. Alright, and the ad is over. Should have had Excadrill on your team instead. Stunfisk over Excadrill. Charlie's starting a fight tonight. Alright chat, we're doing this. You have to beat the Elite Four and the champion. I warn you, once you start, there's no turning back. Move over, doorman. I'm going in. Alright chat, who do we fight first? I don't know which door is which one. So I guess we wing it. Remember, G-A-G-L. Good adventures go left. Exactly, Stagtight. All good adventurers go left. Lemon, welcome back. Steve. Psychic? I don't know which room is the psychic room. Team is 6 Stunfisk over Palpitoad solo. Alright, we're in the ghost team. Do you know how to get Electivire here? I cannot use Electivire in this game because it's exclusive. It's a version exclusive to White 2, and I was very sad to find out about that because Electivire is my favorite Pokemon. Okay, Stunfisk over Palpitoad may be the first valid take I've heard out of that guy. Charlie, you've just gotten props on T-Witch by my mod Stagtight. Take that as a badge of honor. Oh, you remember me, nice one. Lemon, you got a name that stands out. She's gonna use Cofagrigus first. Do you know how to get Cofagrigus, low-key, underrated Pokemon? Alright chat, so here's what we're gonna do. Cofagrigus, Psychic Flying. We're gonna start with... No wait. This is the ghost lady, right? I don't think Cofagrigus... Oh, I'm thinking of Sigilif. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, Cofagrigus, yeah. I did not like... I forget the other Runigus? Runigus? The version that Galarian Yamask evolves into? I don't like that one. I haven't played Sword and Shield. Look, my opinion is that it is a bad game. It's not fun. The DLC is the only thing that saved it, in my opinion. Alright. Chat, if you've got access to it, Super Saiyan's in chat. Time to lock in. I was so confused about why Caramello was out then. Damn it. Shit. Whoa, chat, you're going too quick. I haven't played Sword and Shield. I've answered that one. You're missing out. Agree, Sword and Shield, phew. The DLC were cool, worth the money. 100%. I think the DLC was worth the money, but I hate that I'd already bought a $70 game and had to spend another $50 on it. The last game why was the last game I didn't even finish? Maybe I'd try it. X and Y were fantastic games. Anything from Gen 6 is amazing. Don't hit him with physical. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I've only got physical attack. Bruh. You might be underleveled. Yes, Sam, I am underleveled. It's all good. I'm aware. Zoroark is my only underleveled one here. Everything else I think can take it. Is this your first playthrough? Pokemon player, yes. Of Black 2. I played all the other main lines. Except for the Legends ZA so far. Chat, have faith. We can get through this. We're faster. Fuck it, they just used a full restore. We're not winning this. Smart battling overmatched levels, 100%. This Legends Z ain't a mainline game. It's considered part of the core series. I haven't played it, so I've only seen people play it. Do I waste a heal? Like, I know this isn't a Nuzlocke, but so I can always just revive, but younger me would have had a full team of the Sword 4 and my starter. That's valid. Wait, which one of these was the stronger move? Trip 210, thank you so much for sharing the stream. I enjoyed Legend CA, a bit repetitive, but it's Pokemon. It's kind of where my head is with it. It's still Pokemon, so I'll still play it. Alright, Foul Play seems to be the first. A starter, 4 legendaries, and obligatory ugly idiot Stunfisk. Stagtite, that was a different guy talking. He would just straight up do Stunfisk. Lemon, I have not a bait. Buy it, and I will not buy it. I've not bought it, and I will not buy it. Charlie, I think I was too adverse to the no more pixel design, and that's why I didn't finish why I'm a NIMBY. Look, Stagtite in T-Witch will, as Stagtite in T-Witch says, Pokemon died after Gen 6. If Gen 7 has 1,000 haters, he is one of them. If it has no hater, if it has one hater, he is that hater. If it has no haters, he will be that hater. He will become a hater. Is that what it is? Gen 6 was a fantastic generation of both X and Y and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Oh, we were so close to taking down Cofagrigas. I think it, I want to get ZA. I do like the new, I like the look of it. It looks like a fun game. But it's also me. I'll still play it because it's Pokemon. I hated Sun and Moon. Still played it from start to finish. Charlie, I don't have any special attacks to hit it with. But you know what I can do. I'm not going to buy ZA. I think I'm going to wait for the rumored Winds and Waves. Sam. I think Winds and Waves sounds pretty good. I like the concept. Hold on, Stacked Out, I can't see what you've just shared. If Pokemon Gen 9 has a million haters, I am one of them. If Gen 9 has 5 haters, I am one of them. If Gen 9 has 1 hater, that one is me. If Gen 9 has no haters, I am no longer alive. If the whole world supports Gen 9, then I am against the entire world. To my last breath, I will hate Pokemon Gen 9. That was what it was. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that, Stacked Out. I like Gen 9. I hated Gen 7. In my opinion, it is the worst generation, and it will always be the worst generation. Even if Sun and Moon, even if Ultra Sun and Moon redeem it in some way, it's still bad. Charlie Ocean, Chandelure, top 10. Top 10 Pokemon of all time, almost as good as Stunfisk. Leave me on those sunny color shores. Take me back to Hoenn. I'm not gonna lie, chat, this is gonna be a fun run. Can we all agree Flygon deserves a Mega? Sam Hernandez, yes, I agree. I think it deserves a Mega. Joshua, I love Gen 3. Gen 3 is my favorite generation of all time. Thoughts on Golurk? I'm indifferent about it. I think it's a cool design. I wouldn't have one on my team, but I think it's cool. If Dragonite got a Mega, then why not Flygon? Dragonite's a pseudo-legendary at least, but they probably would have done they probably would have not. Did I die and wake up in an alternate where Flygon doesn't have a Mega? Flygon doesn't have a Mega. Stacked up. Flygon has never had a Mega. Need that Mega Golurk, Yugi. Welcome in, by the way. Lemon, what was my first Pokemon game? Officially, Pokemon Red, but That was when it first came out. I don't really remember playing it properly until later in life. My first proper playthrough was Pokemon Ruby, and I count that as my first game. Shadow Ball. Why did I not bring in a normal Pokemon into this? I could have just avoided half of these attacks. Need a Mega Haxorus and a Mega Crocodile. Ooh, Mega Crocodile could cook. But if they do what they did to my boy Feraligatr, I'm gonna be pissed. Matt's Life Journey 1, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, but Mega Feraligatr, let's not make more Megas. Yeah, that's... Some of the Megas that they've released for ZA look kinda cool, like, I like Mega Dragalge, I really liked that. I liked... Mega Frostlass is kinda cool, gives it that more spirit thing. There's probably a few others in there I liked, but I can't remember them. Gonna give Mega Crocodile a Sandile head and call it a day. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh wow, the stripper you don't remember playing it. To be fair, Lemon, I got Pokemon Red when I was like 4. Maybe 5. I was really, really young when I got it. I'm in my 30s now, so like, that was a long time ago. I've obviously played through Red now, but back then, I was too young to really remember the details. Mega Feraligatr is hideous, but statistically, the majority of people picked it. That's because it was the only good option of Legends ZA to pick. They picked Chikorita and Tepig. Statistically, the most hated starters of all time, besides the Gen 8 starters. Not gonna lie, first time I boxed my starter. A lot of people box their starters, to be honest. Emboar is so cool though. Is it? I personally can't stand Emboar. It's not my most hated starter. My most hated starter is what's Incineroar. Can't stand that dude. It annoys the shit out of me. Not gonna lie, Totodile is the weak one out of the 3 for Legend ZA. On a stat level, probably. But, it's also the coolest looking one. I'm brave enough to say it, and you know what, Stagtite, and that's why I love you. I don't think I would have been smart enough at 4 to make it through Gen 1. I definitely didn't make it through to the end. I only chose Chikorita because I knew I wanted Starmie as my water type and Chandelure as my fire type. I don't understand that concept. I haven't played the game, so I got no idea what any of that means. I saw the letdown 2 evolutions away. Yeah, it's barbecue pork, and I don't care for grass types on my team. Bad type. Or... is it a bad type? I suppose it's got the most weaknesses, right? Unless you're Mega Venusaur. Yeah, I don't know if we beat Red, but our brains were big enough for Hoenn to know how awesome that game was. Exactly, Stagtite, that's what I mean. Like, back in the day, Red, absolutely not a chance in hell. Ruby and Sapphire, man, that shit was fantastic. Flying, Ice, Poison, Fire, Bug. I think it's got the most weaknesses. I think Bug is the second. Soundwave, if you were an Elite 4 member, what type would you pick? I just posted a TikTok about this. I'd be an electric trainer. I love electric types. Butterscotch is a cute name for Sandslash. Electric, no doubt. Yeah, see, Stagtide, even you know it. I always picked you as a fighting type because I know how much you love Marchamp. X and Y introduce huge speakers on your arena. Yeah, exactly. See, you get it. Yuki, thank you so much for following. X and Y introduced the best megas of all time, better than Auras. Ooh, did it? Alright, this is the last thing I'm looking up. And then I'm locking in. We've got half an hour left on the stream. Yeah, we'd be fighting or water for sure, maybe grass. Yeah, I could pitch you as a water type, maybe with a Poliwrath in there. Oh, I don't know, dude. I don't know if I can agree with the Auras's ones are not as good as... I don't know if I can agree with you on that, Sam, with the... Megas, because we had the beast that are Mega Metagross and Mega Salamence. The Mega Swampert and Sceptile and a Mega Steelix. Also, Mega Gallade kind of looks cool. You want to talk about Auras dropping Megas? Oh, sorry, X and Y dropping Megas. What the hell is Mega Manectric? And I love Manectric. It's just a lightning bolt with legs. Francisco, thank you so much for sharing the stream. Do you stream every night? No, I do not. I typically stream once a week, but tonight I had a bit of spare time. Needed to vent a little bit because work is fun. So tonight's just a bit of a grind night. If we finish the Elite Four tonight, I'll play a new game tomorrow. If we don't finish it tonight, we'll pick up the Elite Four tomorrow and then move on to something else. He's going to use Liepard Fake Out first. Thank you, Sam. Charlie, if I was an Electric type Elite Four member, would you have a Stunfisk? No, I would not. My team would be, on a global scale, Electivire, my ace. Mega Ampharos with the ability to Mega. Jolteon. Toxtricity with the ability to G-Max. Killer Wattrel. And Boltund, potentially Manectric instead. Mega Blastoise though? Mega Blastoise was cool. Let's add more guns. I love when people do gameplay of Gen 5. Remind me of the good old days. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Tonight will be the night that I will grind for you. Grind. No Electros? Am I spelling that correctly? There's an extra E at the start. It's like eel. I love Electros. The problem is there are so many good electric types that I love that it's hard to pick just 6. I could very quickly pick the ones I would rotate. Like, I would throw a Lantern in there to get some water coverage in there for against fire types. Swap out Boltund for Manectric, or Ampharos or for Manectric or something. I mean, there's also Luxray. Electros is good. I love Galvantula. Galvantula is good. I would low-key would lead with Ampharos in case the fake out activity is static. I like your thinking, Brando. I wish they gave Mega Blastoise a secondary type. I think if they would have, it would have been Steel. Sam, thank you so much for that. Liepard, Scrafty, Crocodile, Bishop. Alright, so I'll lead with Ampharos, get the static. Scrafty, use Dove. Forgot its name for a minute. Crocodile, I'll use Samurott. And Bishop, I could use pretty much anything. Dark is weak to Bug, right? I think Mega Boss type's second type would be Gun. I'm a big fan of building teams based on Pokemon and not type. Lance with a Charizard for Dragon. Unpopular opinion. Charizard shouldn't be a Dragon type. It's not a Dragon. I like where you're going with it though. Like it looks like a Dragon. Be with the Dragon Trainer. Yeah, didn't get the static. It does have static though. Has anybody ever played Pokemon 50 types? Or too many types or something? Just a reminder, Charizard beat Articuno in the anime. Just a reminder, Charizard had plot armor. Nah, Sam, I like where you're going with it though. I just think Charizard shouldn't be a dragon type. It's not a dragon. It's a flying lizard with... It's a lizard with wings. Static is only 30% chance. Thank you, Stag type. Goat Tizzard doesn't get enough love nowadays, in my opinion. He gets too much love. I think Charizard is mid. I like Charizard. It's always my pick for Kanto starters. I'm sick of seeing it everywhere. Completely. Lance could rock a Crocodile in my opinion. Leon ruined his image. Yeah, I kind of don't like that they gave Lance... Oh, sorry, I kind of don't like that they gave Leon Charizard. I can't believe I just lost to that. Nidorite also might be a Limbia. Could be Limbo, good catch. Ooh, I don't know what Limbo is. Leon and Elaine did irreparable damage to my growth image. I liked Elaine. I haven't seen enough of the anime, but what I've seen is I think Elaine with Charizard was cool. It was a good way for them to sort of show Mega Charizard X, and then they had... I want to say his name's Tanner. Dude with the orange hair, with the Mega Charizard Y was really cool. I liked that comparison. But... And then he did, yeah, I haven't seen it, I haven't really watched much of the anime since the Hoenn the Hoenn era. I just couldn't get into it. I've started watching again Diamond and Pearl to see how it goes, and yeah, it's alright. Holy shit, I wasn't expecting the rock courage. He prepared for flight. Samurott really needs more base speed. Agreed. Charlie, that kind of doesn't surprise me that if you were an Elite Four member, you'd have 3 Stunfisk like Lance and 3 Dragonite. XYZ has the best Pokemon battles in the anime. Now, I do keep seeing clips on TikTok of the Pokemon X and Y Kalos region, and I have to admit, it is some of the most cinematic I've ever seen Pokemon, and then they butchered it by changing the animation style to that weird thing they did for Alola. And I understand it was because I looked into why they changed it, and I understand it was a hype thing to do with the anime. Was it Yokai Watch or something? And I think that's what and I think that was why they did it, was to compete with that, but yeah. Orihim, Uncle, how are you? Bro, I'm doing well. How are you? I hope you're having a good day, night. Alola was so weird, but the plot was entertaining. I've never watched it. I don't think I ever will. I can't stand the animation style. That's good, Orihim. I'm glad to hear. Would they all be Unova and Stunfisk? I hate the fact that we have to specify which Stunfisk we're talking about. I'm surprised I'm surprised you remembered there was a Galarian Stunfisk Lemon. They took the only cool thing about Stunfisk and removed it. Alright, Stag type. We followed the rule and went all good adventurers go left. Do we go top or bottom now for the right? Do we just continue the circle traveling clockwise now? How does the rule work? There's always another left. I like your thinking. I don't know, I think the bear trap gimmick was a little creative. I'm not saying the design was bad. Like, it was bad, but like, I'm not saying it was bad per se as far as regional variants go. I just mean, they took the electric type away from the only thing making it cool. And that was the electric type. Is this the psychic type? Is it psychic type? I just remember them being annoying overworld encounter in Sword and Shield. Agreed. She's using Mushana first. Thank you, Sam. It's a great idea. Let's call it Trap Trout, and then it's not a regional variant. I agree with Stagtite here. So here's my thing. If I can't stand regional variants, I hate them. Just call it something else. I don't care if it looks like something else. Just call it something else. You want to give Cubone a branched evolution? Cool. Don't call it Marowak. Call it something else. What's that? An ice fox? That looks like 9 Vulpix? Cool, cool, or something else. Digimon could do it. They've got Digimon that look exactly the same as others, they just give it a different name. I forgot to save. Alright, Parker Moslow, welcome in, dude. Electric type, best trait in annihilating the overabundant water type. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Gen 9 did it right with Toad School. Exactly. It's dumb, but it's an original part. At least it's different. It's not it's not going on his tentacle, but it's on land. Okay, so Stagtite, I like what you're saying here. I like it, but there are Galarian Slow Kings and Slow Bros. So here, TikTok, because you guys can also join in this. Stagtite proposed these changes. Slow King, Johtoan Slow Bro, Plusle, Hoennian Pikachu. Pikachu Red. Seviper now evolves from Ekans, renamed to Hoenn Arbok. We are also changing them. Okay, cool. Alright, Stagtite, I like your thinking. Parker, thank you so much for the follow. I also agreed Mr. Rhyme was the right kind of move. Mr. Rhyme, okay, again, weird as shit. It doesn't evolve from Mr. Mime. Make it a different Pokemon altogether. Just give it a different name. I don't care if it looks the same. How many fish Pokemon are there? She's using Mushana, Reuniclus, Sigilif, Gothitelle, and Metallo. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate your help. I'd like to be a grass type Elite Four, but like grass is so weak. It can be, but you just got to pick the right mons. Parker, if I haven't said it already, thank you so much for following. Call Alolan Executower or something. Now you're thinking outside the box there, Parker. In my opinion, I think ZA should have had a few regional variants to keep Kalos a little more interesting. I disagree with that, Brando, but I appreciate your opinion. And you're entitled to that. Why she only got 4? This Elite Four only has 4 mons. Is it just me, or did they really give Alolan Executor Dragon typing? They really did that. We're taking the whole system down. Chikorita is also renamed to Johto and Bulbasaur. Alright, I got through all that. Chat, we gotta lock in. We got one more battle after this, and then we can fight. We might be able to then fight Iris. Chat, I'm locking in. I've just turned my lights off so I can focus. Wait, when did Fairy Floss come out? Oh, I'm not Fairy Floss. Okay. Wake up. Turn the lights off because we sleep in exactly stalactite. She's gonna heal? She did. Thunder Punch or Fire Punch on my Gen 4 Golem? Ooh. Probably Fire Punch, right? Nidra, that's what I'm talking about. I like that emote. That's cool. Mushano is so annoying and bulky, always using rest. Fire Punch. I agree with Charlie. Parker, use Fire Punch. Thunder Punch, you've already got Thunder coverage. You're ground type. How'd you get Magmortar? With luck. Nah, I hacked out, I hacked out trade evos. What do you mean it doesn't affect it? Whoever said grass type is weak needs to fight my Venusaur and then they can tell me how weak they are. Charlie, I think it was you that said you wanted to be a grass type. You should come join my T-Witch chat and you can argue with Stagtite about why grass types are good. There we go. Holy shit. I was thinking the same. He can't deal with water, but he can deal with steel and grass, and even ice types. Night Slash gets crits, does it? Thank you, Zed. Combine Golem and Stunfisk, get electric coverage. Parker, my Stunfisk against 6 grass. Jesus. I feel like Sam, I think the obsession is just playing it on. Finally. I'm such a grass fan now. I love and now so much love in Lumiose. Is this in Legends ZA? I took my Vibro to the Elite Four. Don't at me about Stunfist. This is true. I can vouch for that. Could you imagine how funny this would be, right? In real life, you're in a battle. You send out a Psychic type Pokemon, and this person goes, go Zoroark, and out comes Ampharos. Alright, I'm gonna stop you right there, Parker. You just added so much love, and then you start your sentence with the elemental monkeys. Stagtite, I completely remember that. Everything else you said though, Parker, is valid. Venusaur, Chestnut, etc. It's just the elemental monkeys I have a problem with. Facts, I've got everybody hating on them. I'll always take more fire and grass. Each of their own, I guess. I think it was just kind of the fact that they were kind of just given to you and then they were just there all the time and they were kind of in your face. I'm not worrying about punishment. They look so dumb, agreed. The move is only good against Cynthia's starting ghost type. Yeah, that's what I thought, Charlie. I was just looking at it. It doesn't look good. Agreed. People would have loved if the monkeys were an egg. People would love the monkeys if they didn't look so shit. think that's the problem. They just don't look good. You can't finish the run after beating the Elite Four. You still need to fight Cynthia. Isn't that in Black and White 1? I didn't think that was in this. And that's also post-game, isn't it? Landon, thank you so much. Good morning, gang. How are your playthrough going? DJ, thank you so much for joining, dude. Great to see you. We're doing really well. We're in the Elite Four. We've taken out 2 out of the 3. Sorry, 2 out of the 4. Charlie, I haven't been hit because this is Zoroark. They can't hit me with anything. Did you think it was weird that my electric type, that my Ampharos knew only dark moves? Grass is okay, but the greatest grass type got that very cool, awesome poison type with it. Poison just better. Nidra, are you talking about like all of Gen 1? DJ Khan. This shit's a Zoroark? Exactly. This my Zoroark here, sitting here in disguise. As a devout hater and doubter, I hate to say it, but I think Nidrat's onto something. Do Hermons only know psychic moves? Apparently. Alright, Chad, that's 3 out of 4. Funnily enough... Oh no, why did my stream not record? Oh, I'll have to download it later. Tarkies appeared against Bishop. It'll save on Twitch. It also says on YouTube too, but I normally try to record them so I can always, one, look over them later, but also if I want to make any cool edits, I can. That's all good. It didn't record last week either, it randomly stopped, so that's alright, I'll figure it out. Alright, chat. Can we do this? I don't think we'll have time to fight Iris tonight, but I think we've got this. The UI looks great on TikTok, man. Could even make it more clickbaity and flashy at the top. Maybe. It's, to be honest, the layout's probably going to change after this week anyway, depending on the game we pick. But I appreciate feedback like that. It's good to know, because then I can at least, as I build on. Stag type, my mod over on Twitch actually built the one for Twitch. And then all of those parts I've then reorganized to make the one for TikTok. So, if you want to see what the original was, jump over to Twitch. Sam, using Throw, Sork, Mine Shell, Conkeldurr. Thank you, my man. Do people know what we mean when you say that? Maybe. I know a few communities I'm in all say it. One day I'll slip up and say Twitch correctly. I can say it. The problem is that the auto mods on TikTok pick it up, and that's why I have to say it differently. But if you're not sure what I mean by Twitch, I mean Purple app, the Purple streaming app, same name. Feel free to jump over there if you want to see the original that Stag type my mod made for me. But yes, the layout may change depending on what's next. At this point, I've got a draft made up of what the next one may look like. Stag type might have something else in mind. We'll find out after we've beaten Iris. Throw over Sork. Weren't they originally... I know they're based off the Rock'em Sock'em robots, but weren't they originally called Rock and Sork? Or am I just making shit up? Yes, they were. Okay, cool. What's next? Post-game or new game? New game. I think if I'm going to do post-game, it might be a random stream one night when I'm not doing anything. Or I might just do it on my own, off stream. Oh, I didn't account for rock. Red is stronger than blue though. Why would it be bad if it was picked up? Never heard of this. Throw, Sork, but it is remembered that Sork... Throw over Sork, but it is remembered that Sork over throw. Why would it be bad if it picked up? Never heard of this. Nidra, what? What's next? T-Witch. Oh, okay, sorry, right. TikTok mods your... TikTok will mod your live and take you off of the For You page, meaning that all of these amazing people that have jumped into the TikTok chat won't see my stream. So they don't like it. Yeah, so it's just being basically auto mods. They don't want you to talk about the fact that you're live on other services. They want their app to be their own thing. Sorry guys, I know there's been a lot of chats in. I've got 2 different chats happening, so apologies if I'm missing your messages. What's next? First game of new game? I answered that one. Red is stronger than blue though. Subjective, oh, I suppose technically yes, but later games subjective. Really, Stacked Heart? I didn't know that. Charlie, he's going to do Stunfisk run with the Elite Four. Exactly. Cool, would love to see you fight Reggies or Sinnoh Roamers. Team is sick. Thank you for the for that, Parker. I really like this team. I think I've probably met... Ampharos is the only one that I have used in other games. Ampharos is my second favorite. Do Soul Silver next. No, because I played Soul Silver, so my next game is either going to be Blue Mystery Dungeon, because I've never played that on the DS, so the layout maybe, for TikTok anyway, might be very similar. And or it'll be Pokemon Coliseum, where the TikTok layout especially will just look completely different. So this is a rather unique team for you. It is. I would not typically use any of these mons outside of Ampharos. Just because I love Ampharos, and Unpheasant, I remember when I played White, I swapped it out the moment I could. They don't want people to leave their platform. It's exactly lunacy. That's what it is. They don't want people to leave. And that's fine. That's their right too. Is it annoying? Yes. But Mystery Dungeon is cool. Yes. I've heard a lot of people talk a lot of good things about those games. And being that I've never played it, I figure it makes sense to play it. Favorite bird is Braviary. Braviary is cool. I agree. I swapped out Braviary and Archeops. Braviary over Corviknight is a very interesting take. Okay, Sam, here's one for you. Pick out of the 3 Gen 5 birds. Rate them. 1 to 3. Top 1 being number 1. Bro, you were very underleveled. Jordan, I am aware, but we have had luck on our side this run. And we have beaten every single gym underleveled. Braviary over Staraptor. I reckon Butterscotch can hold out a little bit longer. David was underleveled when he fought Goliath. Exactly, Stacked Heart. Staraptor is the best route. 1 bird period. Ooh, interesting. Chat, what do we think about that? Best Route 1 bird, Star Raptor. Scott Pilgrim was underleveled when he versed the world, or whatever they're in those books. I don't know, dude. I have to go with Hoot Hoot. I personally love Noctowl. Like, Noctowl is always one of my... Taylor, Spearow, and Pidgey all clear Peter. Alright, I agree with that one as well. Taylor also beats it. Hoot Hoot. Exactly, Hoot Hoot. Do we want light screen for Ampharos? Taylor is buns, not gonna lie. Ooh. TikTok, you guys are saying some fighting words tonight. Alright, Taylor or Pelipper? Yeah, and the buns make the whole burger. What's the difference in version 2? Stop playing up to black and white. So I was very much the same. Lunacy. So Black and White 2 is set 2 years later, and it continues the story. So you play as a new character, but it's basically the return of. So basically, Victory Road has collapsed in from the battle at the end of the first games, and Team Plasma have returned. Real deep cut for the true Pokeheads. What is the best ice types? A warning, there are like 20 ice types. My favorite has to be either Avalugg or Abomasnow. Probably more so towards Abomasnow because it's got a Mega. Pidgeot is basic, but so cool. I can't hate on it, but Staraptor is number 1. Black and White 2 is Unova after they elected Socialist City Mayor Zoroark Mamdani. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Might give it a go then. Yeah, Lunacy, definitely recommend it. This is my first time playing it. I'm having a blast with it. The gyms are slightly different. Vanillix is cool. Interesting. So, +2 to that chatter. So we've got one answer for your stack time. Vanillux from Burlington Coat Factory. Welcome back, dude. Hi Carter. Welcome in. Welcome in. Alright guys, we've beaten the Elite Four. Now we need to take on Iris, but we are going to end the stream here, and we'll pick up Iris tomorrow night. Now, I will be back again at around 9 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. You will find... I'll put up a post when I'm going live tomorrow night, so if you follow me on TikTok, it'll be there. If you're in any of the Discords I'm in, you'll also see me post it then. Carter, dude, I'm so sorry you just joined. It is just bad timing. This is an unscheduled stream. It was just, I had some time tonight. And I wanted to nut out most of this, but it's apparently, so when I go live tomorrow, it'll be 3 AM Pacific Standard Time, or whatever that is, Pacific Time. I think that's like Alaska and California and stuff. So thank you so much for everybody who's gifted tonight. Thank you so much for everybody who's followed tonight. You've been amazing. Thank you for everybody who's joined in the chat. This has been one of the most entertaining chats I've had so far, and I want to see more of that energy tomorrow. Guys, will we beat Iris? I need to redo the Elite Four? Find out next time on Soundwave Z. Otherwise, guys, you guys have an amazing night, amazing day, great time zone, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow to take on Iris. Happy birthday, Void Talker. I'm so sorry, dude. I do have to get to bed. But tomorrow's a much later stream. We'll start around 3 AM Pacific time. I think that's like 7 AM Eastern Standard Time, US time. It'll be about 9 PM for me. But keep an eye out on TikTok. Follow along. If you want notifications, jump in. Follow me on the Purple streaming app. I'm also there. Same name. All my links are in TikTok. Otherwise, guys, you have a fantastic night. We'll see you tomorrow.